Okay, so here's something to think about. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own. Not your time, not your money, but your attention. And yet, most of us are giving it away for free every single day.
That's a pretty bold statement, but I think you're onto something. It's true. When you really think about it, attention drives everything. So why do you think it's so undervalued?
Because it's invisible. You don't see it slipping away, so you don't realise how much of it you're losing. But here's the thing. Where your attention goes, your life follows. If your attention is scattered, your life is scattered. And that's why so many people feel stuck.
That's such an interesting way to frame it. So you're saying that the reason people feel stuck isn't because they're not working hard enough or don't have enough time. It's because they're not focusing their attention in the right places.
Exactly. Think about it. If your attention is constantly being pulled in 100 different directions, how can you possibly make progress? You're busy, sure, but you're not actually moving forward. And that's the trap most people fall into.
That really resonates. I mean, how many times have you heard someone say, "I'm so busy," but then you look at what they're actually doing and it's just a lot of noise. Emails, social media, endless meetings. It's not real progress.
Right, and that's because busyness and progress are not the same thing. Being busy feels productive, but it's often just a distraction. And the biggest culprit, constant distraction. Phones, apps, notifications, they're all designed to steal your attention.
And they're really good at it. I read somewhere that the average person checks their phone over 100 times a day. That's wild when you think about it.
It is, and it's no accident. These platforms are engineered to keep you hooked. Every notification, every like, every piece of content, it's all designed to grab your attention and keep it. And the more attention you give them, the less you have for yourself.
That's such a powerful way to put it. So what's the consequence of all this? What happens when we lose control of our attention?
The biggest consequence is a lack of progress. You feel like you're doing so much, but you're not actually moving forward. And over time, that leads to frustration, burnout, and this overwhelming sense of being stuck.
That's such a relatable feeling. I think a lot of people listening right now are probably nodding along, thinking, yeah, that's me. So how do you fix it? How do you take back control of your attention?
The first step is awareness. You have to start by becoming aware of where your attention is going. Track it, notice it, and challenge it. Ask yourself, what am I focusing on right now? And is it actually helping me move forward?
That alone feels like it would be a wake-up call for a lot of people. I mean, if you really stop to think about where your attention is going, you'd probably realise how much of it is being wasted.
Exactly. And once you're aware, you can start being intentional. You can decide what deserves your attention and what doesn't. It's about shifting from being reactive to being proactive.
That sounds simple enough in theory, but I imagine it's incredibly difficult to put into practice.
It is, because you're going against your default behaviour, which is to be distracted. Distraction is easy. It's comfortable. But being intentional requires effort and discipline.
So if someone listening wants to start taking control of their attention, what's the first step?
Start by asking yourself 2 questions. Where is my attention going every day? And is it moving my life forward? Those 2 questions act like a filter. They force you to really think about how you're spending your time and energy.
And that's where change starts. Once you start thinking differently, you can start acting differently.
Exactly. And that's when you can really begin to take control of your life. It's not about making huge, sweeping changes overnight. It's about small, intentional shifts in how you focus your attention.
That makes a lot of sense. So what's next? What are we diving into in the next episode?
Next time, we're going to break down why most people feel stuck in their lives and how that feeling is directly connected to everything we've just talked about: attention, distraction, and intentionality.
That's going to be a good one. I feel like it's going to connect a lot of dots for people.
It will. See you then.
If you want to go deeper, the full framework is available inside the Adult Manual. Link is in the description, or search the Adult Manual by Ian Price on Amazon. It's available on Kindle, hardback and paperback, and the audiobook is available from April 2026.